Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever you want to say and however you want to put it. I just woke up. It's it's almost 10. It's 9:42 right now when I'm recording this. I had the urge to come on here and talk about my first week of senior year. And I know my week is not over. It's Thursday today. I still have Friday, I still have a class tomorrow, but I feel like majority of the big stuff is kind of over with. And who knows, maybe something will happen tomorrow that will make me be like, shoot, I should have recorded that, but who cares? Let's go back to last week on Thursday. That was my first day of college. Sorry. My first day of college, there was definitely a lot of stress there because if you watch my other video, I was talking about how I did not find an internship. I was freaking out because I didn't know what to do. I was like asking for help and asking my advisors for help, and I had the understanding that they would help me find one and communicate with me, and they never did. So, good news, I found a internship now, and I actually had it yesterday morning. Really good. I'll get into that later. Then, throughout the day, I was freaking out about my syllabus, my syllabi. It was overall just a very stressful day for me. I kind of was like, okay, I just want to get this day over with. Then the Monday, this Monday, whatever the fuck you want to say it, I had my first new class. It's HCR 400, and it's an evidence-based practice class. So it's basically evidence-based articles, evidence-based. They're reviewed and published by like doctors and stuff like that. That's my understanding. I only had that one class on Monday, and then Tuesday I have two classes. The first one is called HCR 406, and the next one is MCO 375. HCR 406 is a health literacy class. Health literacy, if you don't know what that means, it's basically when you are explaining something to a patient, being able to understand the information you're giving out, but be able to speak it in a way that is understandable to the person. So like everyday language, and vice versa. Like if you're reading something that has like medical information in it, health literacy is basically being able to understand what you're reading and like know what you're going to be having to do. So that class the teacher's kind of cool. She's very upbeat. It's my first 9 a.m. class ever. So I'm like kind of freaking out about it's not freaking out. It's just like, who likes a 9 a.m. class? Like, who likes to get up in the morning that early for class, But I don't know. I never did it, so I guess this is time to do it. Then after that, I have an MCO 572 class or whatever I said. It's my podcasting class, which is really interesting because I basically filmed a podcast episode last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, last week. And now I'm here filming another podcast type episode. So maybe the class is good for me. It's going pretty well. It's really interesting though, because in at least my college's nursing community and community health, everything in healthcare, a lot of the people that I meet are like very to themselves and maybe a little bit judgy. I'm not saying I'm any different because I can be pretty judgy too, and unfortunately kind of mean. But it's like nobody's really open to like talking, and if you are open to talking, it's because you've known people since freshman year. It's not like you're making new friends, but you see familiar faces. When I walked into this class, it was all men, and I'm used to being the only one and the only guy in the class. So I was like, It was at most, it was like 15 people, where majority of my classes are 20, 30, which is pretty small. compared to like Tempe's, which I heard was 200, 300 people class. So, but all men. Also, all talking about sports. There was no other conversation going on in the room. Only sports. And I was like, am I in the right class? I was like, okay, hello. What's going on? And I asked the guy next to me, I said, oh, is this like podcasting? And he goes, yeah, it is. And I go, okay. I then start to be like, am I sweating? Like, what's going on? I smelt like a stinky, like nasty smell. And I'm not like pointing anybody out, but like that was the smell that I was smelling. And I was like, okay, interesting. Then a few girls came in and I was like, oh, thank God. So then a girl sat next to me. I was like, hi, oh my God, like happy whatever. I just was like, hi. And she was like, hey, we started talking. Now we're a little bit friends in the class. Exciting. Then I was freaking out because there was a class after that called HCR 311 or HCR 331. I don't know which one it was, but it seemed so familiar. And I realized I've taken that class last semester and I actually passed it with an A. And I was texting my friend and I was like, why is this on my schedule? I don't know why this is on my schedule. She's like, I took that with you last year, so I don't know why that's either. I looked back at my whole like terms and all of the classes that I have to take until I graduate. The class I was supposed to be taking is called HCI 311 or something like that. They looked exactly the same to me when I was inputting them into my cart last semester. So I was like, oh my God, I enrolled in it. I'm having it tomorrow. So unfortunately, all classes Monday through Friday. I think it's because I'm like, no, I'm about to graduate. So it's like, oh my God. So I have that class tomorrow. Thank God that's figured out. All of my classes, my internship, everything's figured out. Really excited about it. Now, today, at this time, I was supposed to have the health literacy class. She doesn't have a class today because she's at like a conference. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'm going to sleep in. This is me sleeping in, doing something productive, I guess. And then I have my podcasting class today. Right now in the podcasting class, we're learning about like Adobe Audition. I use CapCut to edit. I don't really use I use CapCut or DaVinci Resolve. But to be honest, DaVinci Resolve, like it's just so annoying to me. Like I don't really love it. But the only reason why I have used DaVinci Resolve is because it's like professional to put on resumes. I mean, it's free. And they have like a lot of good things. But honestly, like I pay the annual fee for CapCut and I think that CapCut is so much better if you're just doing basic editing. But for like audio, it's completely different and I have no idea how to edit audio. All I literally do is like kind of put the arrow up and down for the like how loud the thing needs to be. And if it touches red or yellow, I put it lower than that. Like that's all audio edit that I do. I have like some chapters to read for my HCR 400 class, the evidence-based class. So that's going to be fun. But I don't really have that much homework to do. It's mostly just reading. And something I've realized, it's not that I realized, but I realize it every semester. I have trouble like planning. Like I'm very organized. I know what I need to do. But with homework and assignments, because that's what it's important. But when it comes to readings, I forget about it completely because I do the learning material, like the articles and the videos that they have, but I forget about the reading. Then I go into class and they're like, has anybody done the reading for today? And I'm like, oh, no, I have not. So I need to get better at that. But textbook readings in college are the worst, and I don't think anybody likes it. And if somebody does like textbook readings, something might be going on there. We might have to unpack that if that's happening with you, but it's okay. Okay, well, that's really all I had to say today. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like this video, comment down what you liked about it, because I would love to read some comments during my class time if they're talking about sports again that I don't care about. I gotta go feed my cat now, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.